All right, guys, so loading in the map, of course, picked by our loser of the past game, and that was Miso. He has decided to go on MLG Antigua Shipyard, and so when this map first came out, Rance, a lot of Zergs were like, oh my god, this is the best map we've ever seen because I can get 3 bases super fast.
Right.
And then, kind of as the metagame has shifted, Terran and Protoss players have said, oh my god, this is the best map I've ever seen because I can take a fast third. I can take a fast third, and it's huge, and it's super easy for me to turtle up in this area, be unattackable, and then push out with the scariest death ball you've ever seen. And then Zerg players just started crying. So, we'll have to see exactly what what goes down in this map, but I would not be surprised at all to see Miso go for a fast 3-base play here. And it's going to be up to Ostojiy to be able to put on the pressure and keep him from getting that desired unit composition in the late game. Taking the fourth is actually a little bit of a challenge for a Zerg player. Of course, the Protoss or Terran fourth usually hit the gold, and that's easy to take with a planetary or with the big Stalker Colossus typical death ball, right? But we'll have to see. It looks like Miso's scouting out with that first SCV. He's going to see what's up, and I think the MLG version of this, in fact I know the MLG version of this is cross only, so he's actually scouting in the wrong direction.
Oh, that's kind of interesting.
So doesn't know the MLG version of that. Of course, it's not the standard ladder version, so that's kind of understandable. And in the base, we're up to 15 supplies, so I think Miso's plan is to go for that CC first. And that's going to get scouted really quickly here by Ostojiy. So he's going to know exactly what's up. And yes, here comes.
There he goes.
And using the CC as part of the wall off, that's something I actually really like a lot.
Yeah, that's fancy. That's shiny. QXC likes to do that sometimes.
Yeah. And Ver as well.
Okay.
CC wall. And then Barracks immediately following it. Would not be surprised to see the second racks go down. Hatch first out of Ostojiy, so super standard out of him as well. Pool on the way. Because there was a CC first, would not be surprised to see him delay gas for quite a while.
Try to drone his face off for a second.
Absolutely. I mean, if your opponent commits to a CC first like this, I mean, he's not going to be aggressive with Marines for quite some time. And so it's, I almost would say that it's safe to take a super fast third, but Marines are really, really good early in the game when you don't have speed, and so I don't think Ostojiy's going to take that risk. He is, of course, just droning. Might actually go for the fast third. That would be kind of ballsy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I hope he doesn't get supply blocked here at the top. We'll see how tight his build is. Oh, there it is. Right on cue of Lord starts making. Excellent work there, Ostojiy. Going with the orbital opening as well on the Terran side. Let's see if he does a double orbital right away. He did.
Absolutely.
Nice. That's a tight command center first build he's got there.
So, yeah, I mean, he threw down the barracks immediately for getting that command center going. Already has a Marine out. Gas steal by Ostojiy. This is a great play. I really like this out of him. I think that this is something that as a Zerg player you should pretty much always do, because you're just going to delay your opponent's gas enough to where you can kind of delay all their tech timings by 30 seconds or so, which is pretty cool.
Especially Stim, that's a big one.
Well, I mean, Stim, Cloaked Banshees, that allows you just to get a few more drones out, and we are going to see the super fast third out of Ostojiy. This almost looks like a ZVP at this point. He's not taking gas. He's up at 35 food. And yeah, I mean, this is super cool out of Ostojiy finally taking his first gas after throwing down his third base. So 3 hatch before gas. It's definitely a ZVP build right here.
Yeah, very reminiscent of the Cat build where he went just 2 hatcheries right at 16 a few weeks ago.
There you go. That is kind of a unique build there. Bunker going down at the front. These Lings know what's up. They know the command center's at the top. There's only 3 Marines out, and that's, of course, because this barracks is making a reactor for that factory. So we're going to see some Hellium play out of Miso after taking this quick CC. I think that's a good choice. I mean, speed is going to be super delayed, but look at Ostojiy not even bothering to get speed, just throwing down the Roach Wall.
Yowza. I like where he's going to be sitting, though. OCG's got a lot of drones right now, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, look at this, 37 to 27 already, 38 to 28, so already a 10 drone lead. And at this point, let's just take a look at the income tab. I mean, he's way ahead right there. So, you know, definitely some great play so far out of OCG with the great read, getting that third up. He's going to send a queen over there immediately. And these first two Hellions coming out, they're going to get here. They're going to see these queens. There's already great creep spread. And, I mean, really, what are they going to be able to do? There's roaches about to pop. I think it's going to be a complete shutdown, in fact.
Wow. Look at that. Two of those Hellions are going to hit the queens up front there and totally have to peace out. I can't believe they didn't even run by it as season.
And now there's roaches out, so he's really going to have to pull back. Should pull back those queens. They can continue dropping those tumors, all that good stuff. And
yeah, with only two, you don't really need to get in too far, do you? You saw the tech of the roaches. You know that there's the third base. You saw the creep. You got up in there. You confirmed.
Looks like Miso, though, scared from last game, adding on 2 additional bunkers. So I think that's a super good play out of OCG in game 1 of a best-of-3. Because look what he's done to his opponent's mental state. He's put him on the back foot. He's going to make some extra bunkers. And granted, bunkers are almost free. But they still cost something right now, and that's going to delay his tech and everything like that by a little bit. Double eBay going down.
Love it.
Really like that. And look, here we go. There's that third fast CC I was talking about. So he's already on 3 CC. He's getting his stim. He's making another reactor here. That's going to be probably for this barracks or maybe a starport. Oh, a little bit of latency there in the game. Don't want to lose our OCG. And I love this creep spread. That is so good. Yeah. Of course, because this Terrans will love to siege up here and then elevator into your main. So having creep already there gives him the vision of that and also allows him to flank the bottom more easily. Roaches, though, pushing out to the middle, a little bit of posturing with these Hellions. And the Roaches need to be careful because these Hellions could kind of just sneak on in. And that's a lot of Hellions. You're going to deny some creep tumors here, Rance.
Let's see if the scans come out here. Nope, they're just going to take a peek and see where else they can see, I think. Roaches aren't going to help either. They're going to keep them moving. 3 roaches versus 5 Hellions is still in favor of the roach here.
Absolutely, especially with some of those Hellions already hurt,
yeah,
taking some damage. But again, he needs to be careful with those roaches because Hellions are way faster. You don't want to have those guys slip on in. He's making a few more roaches. He's getting the 1-1 up. Does he have the macro hatch? Yes, that's on the way. Layer on the way as well. So with the 1-1 and the heavy ling count and the macro hatch, this is, I would say, kind of like a Stefano style build, which is a build I really like. I think it's a great build to go. Back in the main here, we see a lot of barracks, you know, with the reactors. It looks like 2 barracks with reactors, another barracks on the way. And the starport will be out. That's going to be swapped, of course. A couple spines going down. Good spine placement there. Oh, a little bit of an engagement there. Ooh, losing some lings that you probably shouldn't, but a nice flank out of those roaches.
That leaves only 3 Hellions on the board right now, which is pretty much nothing for the Terran with mobility, and it looks like it's going to give the Zerg a nice cue to push forward here a little bit.
4th base going down from OCG as well. I'd like to see him knock down these rocks. I think that would help him a lot in this situation. His creep already spreading that direction.
Now, do you think that's what the Zerg is waiting for? I mean, we've seen it go down this way in this map so many times, is when, see, the Terran's now moving his 3rd over to the 3rd location. Once he gets there, well, see, the Zerg is already on. The timing, he's already on it.
Look at this. I mean, we have Hive morphing at the 12-minute mark, guys, so this is super Stefano style.
Yeah.
We have the super fast upgrades with the lings. Another
the lings are taking down the rocks at the back door
on the way
Terran.
3rd. Miso, I mean, lings all over the map.
Run in there soon, and that's totally crazy. There's another command center going up, though. It blows my mind.
So I think this, guys, you know, if you're watching, this is kind of an example of what happens when you do not pressure a Zerg early. Zerg does this. They get 160 supply, and their hive finishes at 13 minutes, and they're on 5 bases with 6 hatches. And there's a drop going down in the main here. This is going to get cleaned up. He might lose that queen. Nope, not even going to lose the queen. And needs to be careful not to lose the medevac.
Ooh, lings are going to hit the 3rd location in the Terran base right now. There they go. Bang! trying to hold position at first, and now they're just going to go around, and the Marines are going to come try to clean up.
Yeah, I mean, the Marines are going to be able to clean it up. The drop over here is going to get cleaned up as well. Really didn't do a whole ton of damage.
Yeah.
And so this is really, though, I can't stress this enough, this is what happens when you basically let a third player do what they want. Drop over here at the third base. The quick third, Lings are going to be able to clean that up. Just gets lifted, runs away. Would love to see a couple spores go down as well as some spines all these bases. He certainly has the resources to do it.
Yeah, he's starting to bank a lot of minerals right now, nearly 2G out there. As the drops continue from the Terran, though, Miso might be able to catch this this hatchery right here unattended. It looks like the Zerg units are going to try to make their way over in time.
So, I mean, this is good play out of Miso, and it's allowing him to climb back up in the supply count, but Hive is done. We're at 14 minutes in the game. We have an Ultralisk Cavern on the way. You know, 2-2 has finished. Is he going to start 3-3? Where did those Evo chambers go?
Oh, there go the Marines into the third. Yeah.
Those Marines should actually be able to snipe this third. I don't see how they're not going to get that. I mean, it's just so much DPS. He is at 2-2, so great upgrades out of Miso. Miso, what are you doing? Just target the hatch down. There we go. Oh, but the fungal goes down out of OSOJIy.
Nice.
And will he be able to pick off these medevacs? Oh, another fungal. Come on, Queen.
Go, buddy, go.
This medevac has 14 health and is full of Marines.
Does not have the APM to spare right now. There looks like there could be another drop down on the south side, yeah.
Oh, landed there. So nice positioning there, but that's going to get fungled.
Yeah.
If he's not careful, and that drop is going to fall. Did this drop fall or did it make it out? It made it out. And that medevac pilot's got to be worried that medevac is like leaking fuel.
For real.
And at the same time, we have the big move out from Miso, so using all that to distract his opponent. Of course, these bases really don't matter for OSOJIy.
Yeah.
We have
especially with this many minerals banked here, man. This is going to be a little astounding pretty quickly. All right, Marines and tanks going to hit the bottom right position here, and they're going to be able to easily take down this hatchery and possibly this other one.
Oh, easily. Both of these will fall. But again, I mean, I don't really think he cares. He's done a counterattack with Lings out the front, picked off a lot of tanks and Marines, so some great play out of OSOJIy. I mean, and you don't really want to fight this as a Zerg player.
Yeah.
It's just not going to be... You might be able to be cost effective against it, but you can win the game just by being aggressive other places. And look at this. If he catches this unsieged, this could be huge for him. Tons of infestors. And those tanks force the siege up. Full of energy. Oh, big fungal going down. And another fungal going down. All those are going to die except for that one roach. He's going to die too.
Love that
Look
play.
at this, burrowing some infestors. He's going to toss some infested Terran, try and pick off some of these tanks.
Nice.
With their own splash fire.
Very nice.
Yeah, I mean, he just killed off 3 tanks for just energy.
Yeah.
He lost 0 units.
Very cool.
And now this this force is severely weakened. The supply hasn't changed a whole ton.
By the way, we missed the Zerg in the third base of the Terran, and he had to lift it off. Yeah.
He did have to lift. There's a Queen over there.
The fourth is still floating though, too, for the Terran, so he didn't lose his CC just yet. He still got him. Ooh, but that's a big hit the Lings there. It should be able to deal with these Marines here who are very depleted health-wise. Second group of Marines is going to join though, and the fungals go down here. Can the tank siege in time? They do. And not very many of those.
I feel like he lost 2
yeah,
infestors there.
Not very many of them survived, brother. It's true.
But Terran forced to pull back. I mean, and just with the mineral bank.
Let's take a look at the incomes, yeah, can we?
Yeah, we've got ultras out on the field. Now we've got 5 Broodlords morphing.
Yeah.
So OSOJIy is just kind of getting that money composition. Yeah, let's take a look at income for a second. So 76 harvesters to 80 harvesters actually for Miso. So I feel like Miso may be overproducing SCVs a little bit in this situation. There's still a Queen here.
Look at that, he's just now dealing with that third base problem.
And there's a roach burrowed, so he actually can't land there. And that's gonna call a force a pullback.
And maybe a second scan here if that doesn't do it in time. Oh, okay. Wow.
Scans actually last a really long time.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
and Ultralisks at 3.5, Lings at 3.3 with the Adrenal upgrade, of course. And where are those Broodlords? Oh, there they are.
There they come.
Do
we have a kitchen sink in production? Does anyone have a? Is there one?
It looks like yes. We're actually getting. He's actually getting Zerg flyer armor. And starting to get rid of some drones by making spine crawlers in the middle.
Wonderful.
So I'm not sure what Miso is going to be able to do. He's dropping again, but I mean, even if he like clears out this base, which I don't think he's going to be able to do, he's going to be in a tough situation.
There's still 3 grand bank too, man. Yeah, Zergling's going to hit the 3rd position now. It's unattended, and they're going to do tons of damage. Lots of those mules going down. Meanwhile, in the center, Zergforce is going to move up a little bit and catch a little splash fire. Looks like the Brood Lords are going to go up and test the waters, though. Oh yeah, start up the line. Here we go. Zergling's going to add into the mix as well. They think they've got it on lockdown. I don't see anything being hit by siege tanks right now, do you?
No, absolutely not. Wow. Of course, there's basically no siege tanks here at all, so these Brood Lords just marching in. He needs to have switched to Viking production already and hasn't. The drop over here, having taken out the base in the upper left-hand corner, now going for this base. But I think it's just too little too late. If we jump back to the main fight over here, Ultralisk finally coming in.
Ultralisk!
And Ultralisks, one of my favorite units, simply because the Koreans all yell about them.
Hell yeah, dude, I would too. And the Zerg's got the run of the front of the Terran base right now. Just 2 siege tanks left here to defend the front. And it looks like these Broodlords are going to eventually get their way. I wonder what is in the Terran plans here. As the scan comes out, Terran finds out exactly what's going on, and he decides to move in. 1 Broodlord down, and he's going to focus the Ultras now with these Marines, having to pick them up as the splash damage would have got to him. That's the opening for the Zerg, though. The Ultra's going to move in and take down these siege tanks, and this could be all she wrote for the Terran, Gwin.
Absolutely. I don't see a good way for him to come back. That drop over here got cleaned up by the Infestor and some Lings, so he really has no aggressive potential, and GG out of Miso.
Very nice.
So dtGMiso taking a pretty decisive 2-0.
I like it. dtGMiso still a force here in the tournament.